Hey y'all, I'm AshMarie,
And I'm Rashad K.
and this is Just Sipping Nonsense. Hey y'all.
What's going on, y'all? Sorry we didn't drop nothing last week.
It's been a long week, y'all. Rashad K has a lot going on,
I really do. I'm not gonna talk about it right now. I'm gonna wait.
but it's a lot of good stuff going on for her. So, all right, y'all. I hope you guys had a great week. Um, Today's episode, I was thinking about like back in the day, like how things was just so much
Back
simpler.
in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But hey, some wish I was a kid again.
I
Whatever
know
that
the
song
Mariah
was.
Carey version. I was about to sing that, but I realized you wasn't singing that one. But I was just like, man, I be watching TV or like I'll see something and I'd be like, man, I remember when we used to do this. So today is gonna be all about back in our childhood, like things we used to listen to, watch, and all of that. So sis, you felt like we had a good childhood. We had a good childhood.
Yeah, we did. As far as like good music, good shows, sports.
We don't have like a lot of bad memories.
No, we don't. We don't. We don't. We don't.
But so I guess what I want to talk about first.
I'm gonna let you take the lead on the whole show because I didn't get a chance to write nothing down.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wing it. I'm gonna wing off of you.
Oh man, I don't know how far I want to go back and start. What games do we used to play?
Are you talking about like
Like
outside games, video games?
oh oh, I remember Nintendo 64. Man, I used to.
I remember Nintendo 64, the first PlayStation. We used to play outside
Oh man,
for the most part.
remember our Jeep 4x4?
Yeah, I
Four by
tried to
four
run my sister over one
Yeah.
Christmas. I ain't mean to do it.
Rashad tried to run me over, y'all. But yeah, oh, I remember Operation.
Yeah, we used to love that game. We used to get mad because was it the wishbone? We couldn't get the wishbone out of there. Was it that one?
Yeah, and it would Buzz and Hungry Hungry Hippo. Oh, my favorite, Bop It. Remember that game?
Yeah, I remember Bop It.
A Bop It, a Twist It.
Mm.
That's not the actual beat, but it'd be like Bop It.
Yeah, then it would
Twist it.
get faster and
Pull it,
faster
and then
and
you could
faster.
pass, like you had the choice to pass it or whatever.
Mm.
All right. What was you watching? Like as far as like TV shows.
Um, let's see. Living Single, Martin, Wayne's Brothers was my favorite. I actually want to rewatch the Wayne's Brothers from the beginning
Really?
to like now.
I don't remember all the seasons. Like I only remember like a few episodes. But yeah, definitely Living Single. That was my jam. That used to come on. Um, what else? Oh man.
We are living single. You better sing it, sis.
And you know what was crazy about Living Single? You know the story?
No, tell me.
Living Single came out first, and it was about black friends living in their 20s. And then next thing you know, Friends came out. Friends took the Living Single concept basically, and it ran for like 10 seasons. And what Living Single only ran for what 5 or 6. But yeah, Living Single came out in 93, and then 94 is when Friends came out. It was like they took that. Did you know that? You didn't know that?
I heard about that, but I didn't. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's messed up.
Yeah, it's like they took that whole concept, and they was in New York too.
But Living Single was better. I mean, I like the Friends.
I like the Friends too. I ain't gonna lie. I like the Friends, but
I
love Living Single too.
But I like the Living
Dang,
Single.
what was I used? I watched so much stuff. Oh my god, what's a good '90s show?
Charm.
I loved me some Charm.
Uh,
I used to, I used to really want to be.
Brand.
Yeah, Moesha was toxic. Let's talk about it. Moesha was very toxic. She really wasn't a good friend.
She really wasn't. the way she used to dog
Kim.
Kim out, I ain't like it.
And she was so
Like
just
fat shame her.
moody.
She really wasn't fat.
She really wasn't. She was basically the main character. That's why she got her own show. Period. No disrespect to you, Brandy, though, because I love you, girl. But yes, definitely Moesha. What you was gonna say?
I was gonna say Moesha had a lot of boyfriends.
She did.
She was a thought pocket.
But I don't think she did. She lose her virginity on the episode. I don't think she lost her virginity till college. Because remember she got with Hakeem. I didn't like that storyline. I hate when
They
it's
should have
like,
left that alone. Because Kim was one. Didn't her and Kim stop being friends because she started dating Hakeem? Or
I
no?
think Kim was already gone. Because, you know, once they graduated, Kim went to college, and that's when the Parkers started. So, but yeah, I feel like they should have just kept their friendship. That was, I hate when writers do that to shows. They know how to mess it up. I know this isn't a 90s show, but my favorite show was A Different World. I love me some A Different World. Kim and no, not Kim. Whitley and Dwayne. That wedding episode, baby, please.
You know the story behind that? He actually forgot his lines,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just saying something.
And he really didn't want to do it. He didn't like the concept of him breaking up the wedding. I was like, but man, I love it. I know with shows and writers, they have to make it realistic, but then at the same time, you know, it's certain characters you be rooting for, and it's just like when they get them back together, I love that. Oh my God, why can't I think of other shows? Me and sis, like we watch shows, we watch movies.
Yeah,
I don't go to movies.
We grew up like 90s, 2000s. So, another TV show. What was another TV show? You just trying to do black or just in general?
In general. If you throw a black one in there, that's fine. But I don't know why.
Okay, we said Friends and Living Color. Oh no, In Living Color was a show. I liked it. In Living Color. We said Martin, Wayans Brothers. I said Living Single. That's what I meant.
Oh, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Girl.
Almost spilled the water on the stove.
Don't do that. That's expensive. Pay too much money for that. I'm trying to think. I was going to say the damn Boondocks, but that was my show right there, the Boondocks.
Yeah, that's still a memory though. It don't have to be 90s. I'm tripping. That's just what stuff that we used to watch.
Menace to Society, Love and Basketball.
Well, you went to the movies then. What's your top 5 black movies now? Now we're doing top 5 black movies.
Top 5 black movies. Sorry, I've been drinking a little bit. Number 1. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood.
That movie is insane. Like, looking back, that movie was insane. Hilarious. Okay, that's a good one.
Love and Basketball.
We got to talk about that, y'all. Man, that done ruined our childhood.
Boys in the Hood. Yeah. Actual Menace to Society. That's 4. And the last one, damn, I should have put this number. I should have put this number 1. Set It Off. I should have put Set It Off.
It don't have to be in order.
Oh, it don't have to be in order. No. Well, Set It Off.
Set It Off. Is that your favorite one? Okay. All right. Mine is Crooklyn. I love me some Crooklyn. You remember that movie? What's Love Got to Do with It? When I was a little girl. The Wood. Life. And Set It Off. I had Set It Off on there too. But going back to what you said, Love and Basketball, y'all, why some things have come to light. Like, people have been saying that's not a good movie, a good representation of black love. And they're actually right. Like, everybody always say, Love and Basketball is my favorite movie. But it really wasn't a good representation of black love. Like, this man basically dogged her. Well, I ain't gonna say dogged her. Like, in the beginning, like, you could tell that girl loved him from the get-go. And he knew it too, but I felt like he was just with her just because. And then come to find out throughout the whole movie, now I'm gonna go back and rewatch it, but throughout the whole movie, somebody brought it to our attention that he never told her he loved her throughout the whole movie.
He never did. Did she ever tell him that she loved him?
I don't know.
I can't remember. I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to rewatch that movie and analyze it because we were young, like watching it, and it's been some years since I watched it.
Mm-hmm.
But I just felt like he just at the end was just really just with her because nobody else really just wanted him like that.
Well, the man was engaged and getting ready to get married in 2 weeks, so how can you say nobody didn't want him?
True. But I think he probably knew that with Tyra Banks' character, like he wasn't gonna be able to like just do whatever he wanted to do. Like she wasn't gonna go for that, and Monica would have just been like, "Okay, as long as I got you," type of shit.
She was the type like, "I'll do anything for you." But also, I could have swore it was a line in the movie where she was like, "I've been in love with you since I was a little girl," or maybe I'm getting that mixed up with something else. Been in love with you since I was 6 years old. No, they weren't no damn 6 years old, 10 years old, 9 years old. What movie am I talking about?
My fault, yeah. I got eating on this ice. No, she said. I think she said, "I've loved you since I was 11 years old, and the shit just won't go away," or something
That's
like
right.
that.
You absolutely
along
right.
the lines of that.
Because I used to watch it out of that DVD. But yeah, turns out that was toxic. Love Jones was toxic. How you? Well, I ain't gonna say this because I know a lot of people do it. They had sex on the first date. That was a red flag. But no. And then she went back. She dated his friend, but mind you, well, she did know that was his friend, but she didn't sleep with him.
He was mad. I think he was mad that she didn't sleep with him or something like that.
Yeah, it's been, and it's crazy because he was real low key jealous of him. I have to rewatch that. We're gonna have to have a day where we just rewatch all these old movies. Poetic Justice was toxic too.
You know, Poetic Justice was kind of boring to me.
It really was. Like, they was just on the road going to Oakland. They went from Oakland to L.A. to Oakland, or was they going Oakland to L.A.?
I think he was going from
L.A. to Oakland.
L.A. to Oakland, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I love me some Janet Jackson.
I love me some Tupac.
But that movie sucked.
What is it about it that sucked?
The acting, it was just dry to me.
I feel like it really wasn't no chemistry either. But
like they said, Janet really didn't want to do the movie with Tupac.
Yeah,
like she didn't want him all up on her.
She didn't want to kiss him. I think she made him get a HIV test and stuff. Now Janet. She probably low key wanted that man in the end. Okay, let's do top 5 R&B. Our top 5 R&B singers, men or women, dead or alive.
Groups.
No, I was gonna go to groups next.
Oh, okay.
So
well, you go
singers.
ahead. You go ahead.
Okay, my top 5 R&B singers. Usher, baby. Hey, daddy. I ain't gonna say his name, but you already know who I'm talking about. I ain't gonna say his name for a reason. I know, but
Girl.
you can't. He got a lot of hits, and he wrote a lot of hits.
Girl, I don't care. Hey, I can't read. I'm sorry, I got ice in my mouth. Hey, I can't read.
Brandy.
Motherfucker.
And Tevin Campbell. Can we talk? And Mimi, Mariah Carey. They Can Never Make Me Hate You, baby.
My top 5 artists, male or female, dead or alive. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, number 1, Aaliyah. Number 2, we're going to do, I'll say Brandy. I like Brandy. Not all of Brandy stuff, but some of her stuff. 3, Genuine. Is Missy considered R&B or is she hip hop?
See, that's the thing. That's why I was like, that's why I was kind of iffy about putting Mariah on there. Like, Mariah is my favorite artist of all time, but I was also like, she's done pop too, but she's R&B too, so that's why I put her in there, so she could be both. So, I mean, Missy sings, so.
Hey, hi, boy. I I think I'm gonna do Missy. Okay, so that's what 4. I need 5.
If you can think of
5. Number 5. I'ma do. Oh, I can't do no tie, but I'm gonna do Kelly Price because I was gonna say Faith Evans, but I'm gonna do Kelly Price.
It was Valentine's Day. That song, friend of mine. I like the remix, y'all. I don't.
She was a friend of mine.
I like the remix better.
My man.
Call him, babe.
She lied.
I'm calling.
Took all.
Boy, that was an era, y'all.
She was a friend of mine.
Them songs, they hit. Them 90s songs hit different, boy. Okay, top 5 female groups. TLC, SWV, Escape. I was torn because I wanted to put who did I want to put? Oh. They could be honorable mention, but 702 and In Vogue.
Mine is groups. Mine is. I think I'm gonna put TLC first. TLC. Oh, dang! What's the name of the group? Is it Jade? No.
Yeah.
I like them.
Don't ask my neighbor.
Yup, that's that song too. Cause I played the crap out of that album. This one we had CDs, y'all. We old. But Brownstone. I miss CDs too. You just pop a CD in. Like now you gotta be searching for shit. Like,
well, since we got Apple CarPlay in our car, so all you gotta do is say, "Hey Siri, play." Have you ever did that?
Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes I just be searching.
And I don't be wanting to do that. Oh, I just put Siri on.
Oh, girl. So I said TLC, Jade, Brownstone. Gotta put In Vogue in there. And Groove Theory. I like them. I'm gonna do 2, Groove Theory, and I'm gonna do Escape because I can't leave Escape out. I love Escape.
Just kick it. And I just want to let y'all know that Tiny really can sing. Like, for those who thought she couldn't, because baby, she had them solo parts. She carried Who Can I Run To? She carried that song.
Indeed.
Period. Okay, for male groups, I got, and mines aren't in no particular order. I think Rashad is putting hers in order, like number 1, number 2.
My bad, y'all.
I'm just saying 5. Boys to Men, cause baby, that damn, what's the name of that song? I used to play the mess out of that song. I'm gonna come back.
The End of the Road.
No, and I ain't missing you. I'm doing just fine.
Yeah.
That's,
that was
boy. I was in college. I was going through a heartbreak.
Without you,
they did that.
Okay, yeah.
Jodeci. You know what? Everybody can sing. Is you can't hold a note. Mint Condition, cause I wait for the day. Jagged Edge and New Edition.
Okay, y'all. New Edition. Y'all might not know nothing about this, but some of y'all might. The Barge. The Barge
that
family.
Was a good one. That was a good one. I hate that they had their struggles.
Oh my God,
they were really talented.
So
their whole family dynamic lifestyle.
Oh, sad. Okay.
I hate.
Who I said first?
Who did you say first? Damn, that was just 2 seconds ago.
Oh, I said New Edition, The Barge. Can I do Zapp and Roger? Or I can't do Zapp and Roger? You want multiple people, not you want more than 2 people.
It's a group.
Girl,
A
I went
group.
back. I went into the 80s. I'm in the damn 80s right
Baby, it
now.
don't matter.
We said 90s.
This is your stuff. Well, I didn't
Okay,
say,
I'm going to scratch it out.
I
Scratch
didn't
it.
say 90s particular. I just said what we went through as far as in our childhood.
Because that's what we grew up on. Mama had the record player and all
Yeah,
that.
so it don't
Okay. Look, yeah, I'm going to start over. I'm going to do 90s. I'm going to do Jodeci, Devontae. Hey. Well, back then, hey.
No, she didn't.
Not right now, hey. Jodeci, who else? Who male group? Jagged Edge. That's two. Do you do TGT? TGT? Wait, no.
I didn't know you like TGT.
What's that?
Yeah, Tank, Genuine, Tyrese.
Yeah.
I hate they only made that one album.
Man, I ought to kick their ass.
Went through the little group.
So that was 3. I'll throw New Edition in there because my mind went blank. Oh, and Mint Condition.
Okay.
The Barge. Zappa Roger. Computer Love. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm done.
I'm so glad that we grew up on that music. Like, it's a lot of people that's our age that don't know nothing about that. Like, if you was to say the Barge, they'd be like, who?
And that shit be pissing me the fuck off because you don't know what the fuck y'all missing. Ooh,
how you don't know the Barge?
I'm sorry.
I know this song was the other group. What was the other group? Switch. I used to think about immature things like, do you want me? You got a brain freeze. Stop eating the damn ice.
Girl, I love Switch. And it's who else? It's a playlist on Apple Music. I'm not going to. Oh, Shalimar.
I love me some Shalimar. I'm gonna make this a night to remember.
For the love of you. I love them. Ooh. Well, that's not a group. LTD.
And a lot of these new songs that y'all hearing, they've been sampled by the old school songs.
Showless. Okay, quick question. This is way off topic, but I'm just throwing this in here because I'm feeling good. Okay, if you think you're lonely now, which version do you like, Bobby Womack or KC?
Bobby Womack.
You like Bobby Womack version better? I like his version better too. Well, because he's the original, but I'm just saying, yeah.
Hey, don't get me wrong, I like KC's too, but if I had to choose, I would choose Bobby Womack's. But you remember the Bow Wow and Romeo beef?
Girl, hell yeah.
Boy, that was a time, boy. They really put fans against each other.
They really did, because at one point I was like, ooh, Bow Wow, he fine as hell. That's my man. Lil Romeo ugly. And 20 years later, roles done fucking reverse.
Don't say
Hey, Romeo. Love you, boo.
girl.
I'm sorry.
When I tell y'all Rashad K was in love with Bow Wow, she had all the posters, all the Word Up, Right On magazines. Baby, you couldn't tell her nothing about Bow Wow. She had that movie. Remember that VHS, Beware a Dog? And he had the videos on there. Boy, that was a time, man. Bounce with me, bounce with me. It's just puppy love. Bark on, baby, bark on, bark. Was he saying bark on? What was he saying? What was he saying in Puppy Love?
What lyric?
When it was like, it's just puppy love. Was he saying bark on, baby, bark on, bark on? Girl, you and me, not a word.
I think he was saying that bark on, baby, bark on, or something.
But why would he be saying bark on?
Cause he a puppy.
I probably didn't F that up.
Girl, let me find the lyrics real quick.
Not a word that I be saying to you. He had Solange tall ass in that damn video. Now he knew he was wrong.
Nigga was 4'9", short ass.
And she playing the love interest, boy.
He was trying to get in good with Beyonce, but he too young.
Man, that was a time, y'all. I remember.
I ain't never had nobody show me all the things that you show me in a special way. I feel when you on me, we gonna always be together.
That's crazy.
That's what you do. Not believe it.
And it's like, looking back, I feel so old, but that really wasn't that long ago. I mean, it was long ago, but it wasn't that long ago. I can't talk. When we was young, we felt like they were so much older than us, but they really aren't. Like, hell, we didn't caught up to them.
Shit, Bow Wow, he what?
36?
35, 36, 36.
35, 36.
He was born in 87. Cause
Oh, I thought it was
y'all, I
80.
know about my little Bow Wow.
You do.
He was he is 36.
I remember
Yeah.
when like Mike came out. Boy, that was a time. I ran that movie in the ground. I want to just have a day literally and watch all that stuff, but I don't be having time.
Girl, he did say bark on, baby, bark on, bark on.
Okay, because it was like, girl, you and me, not a word that I be saying to you. It's plain to see.
Girl, I just be playing with you. Girl, you and me. See, it's just puppy love. Bark on, baby, bark on, bark on. How the fuck would you say that?
Okay.
Who the fuck wrote this goddamn shit?
Yeah, who's C? See who wrote it? Well, you had to
Jermaine Dupri.
appeal to the masses.
Who is Bobby Bobcat Irvin?
I know Bobcat.
Dwayne Simon, Darrell Pierce, Brian Michael Cox, and Brian Casey from
they
Jagged
had to
Edge.
appeal to the kids, so wasn't nobody really stuck no bark on, but now we like, what the hell, bark on, bark on. Now, y'all, last night, me and sis was watching a classic. And when I tell you a classic, y'all, like, we can recite lines to this movie. We can recite can fly like a bird in the sky. We love this movie down. And I got a question that I'm going to ask Rashad. And I don't know if she's going to be cool or come out of a hat when I ask her this. But I just got to ask her this. And at first it was, you know what? At first it was a hard question. But now I know the answer. Not knocking what. Okay, I'm just going to ask it. The movie we talking about is The Temptations.
Oh, this up here.
And what I want to ask you is, if you had to choose which movie, Temptations or The 5 Heartbeats? What's your answer? You need a moment?
Oh my God, nah, I don't want to pause because we done already paused earlier. Oh, why you do me like that?
It's hard, ain't it?
Oh my God. And it's crazy because like ain't the 5 Heartbeats, it's not even
The 5 Heartbeats isn't a real group, but it's like he took from groups
different
back
groups
in the 60s. I used to think they were a real group.
Girl,
I done messed her mind up, y'all.
Y'all, I'm sorry. The 5 Heartbeats.
Really? Mine's is The Temptations.
Yeah, the 5
The only reason, and I'm
Heartbeats,
going to say this, don't get me wrong, The 5 Heartbeats, I love that movie down too because Leon was in both and he did his thing. He's really a good actor. He carried both movies. But, well, I ain't going to say he carried both movies. He definitely carried the Temptation movie. But anyway, I'm only saying The Temptations because the music. I love the music down. I can see why you picked the 5 Heartbeats.
The only reason I picked the 5 Heartbeats, don't get me wrong, Leon did a great job in both movies. Everybody did a great job. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You wish you could work it like me.
You gonna get
you gonna fire me.
You can't do me like this.
Then he gonna later on in the movie talking about something, he ain't get fired. He quit. Nigga, you was on that booger sugar.
He was on that white girl.
You was on
bad.
that white girl real bad.
That snow.
Then you gonna have Eddie dip that shit in his cigarette. Done fucked him up.
You said in his cigarette.
Yeah, you know, like where the tobacco is at the end, he dipped it in that booger sugar and he lit it up.
Girl, I thought he snorted it.
He probably did snort it. I thought he smoked it. Cause baby, if he would have smoked it, he would really been messed up.
Yeah. Okay, but tell me your reason.
I'm sorry, but the reason I said the 5 Heartbeats was because part of the Temptations, they got it wrong. Like I watched this TikTok last night and they said Paul didn't unalive himself. He was taken away. I'm trying to be careful with my words. And
I heard that too.
He was found in his underwear. He was actually at his mistress' house, and the husband came home, chased him out, chased him in the car. Like they drove off, chasing behind each other, and somehow he caught up with him and unalived him. but Paul didn't have no clothes on because he left his clothes at the lady house. Then they said he had sickle cell. Yeah.
They didn't even talk about the sickle cell in the movie. Wow.
Just made it seem like gave him liquor, and he started drinking the liquor besides the milk, but that was part of it. But he also had sickle cell, so a lot of his performances, he couldn't dance because they said by the time he was 29, he had to have an oxygen mask and stuff because he passed at 34.
Wow. I couldn't imagine having sickle cell back then versus, I mean, it's always a debilitating condition because I have a friend who has sickle cell, but just knowing back then, ain't no telling. And then you trying to do these shows and dance and sing. So
because when Paul passed, it was 1973.
That's really wild that they would leave that out. But I don't know, like, I don't think the newspapers or anybody really just said that was the real story. It's like, I don't know if it's confirmed. Is it confirmed or is it still speculation?
They said that, I think it's confirmed with his family that he did have sickle cell. Now, as far as like what happened, they said that the mistress husband was the one who did it. So everybody in the Detroit area knew about that. And then they said the Detroit mob, which was the record label, had a mob, and they was the ones after him because he owed like $80,000 back then at that time, and it's equivalent to like $600,000. And then I also found out that Blue and David were actually cousins, and that, you know how they made it seem in the movie that they didn't know each other, they actually did.
Oh,
that's
wow.
what was found out. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, y'all wrong for that. But yeah, I still love that movie.
I still love the Temptations movie, but I don't know, I just like the Five Heartbeats. It was funny.
It was. Eddie came. Remember when Eddie came to them after the concert? He had on his outfit from like years ago. He was like,
now, Eddie, why you do that? Nights like this,
girl, yeah.
I wish
That was so sad.
raindrops would fall.
Why was everybody doing drugs back then? That was the downfall. That coke.
Man,
that
y'all better leave that white girl
That
alone. And y'all sit up here, all right, that booger sugar gonna get you.
Oh, did you know that?
I wish somebody when the hell would be like, hey, you want some booger sugar? Nope.
They ain't gonna come
Y'all
up to you
wanna-
and say no. You want some booger sugar. They gonna ask you, do you want us to hit a line? That's crazy. Like, stuff like that be going on in clubs, in the bathroom. Like, I bet in the New York City party scene, they be acting a fool.
Baby, in them 60s and 70s and the 80s, especially the 80s, it's
What
a
was
lot
that
of
club in the 60s?
booger
I'm sorry
sugar
for cutting you
babies.
off. What was that club in the 60s? Studio 54.
It was a lot of booger sugar babies made from that.
Booger sugar baby.
I don't want to say the C word, so I'm going to say booger
I
sugar.
said Cocalina. I hope that's not too bad.
That's good.
But
that's
nah,
fine.
what I was going to say, back to the Temptations. Do you know that Josephine is Cousin Faye from Soul Food? Baby, I did not know that. I thought that was two different people. Oldest wife, Josephine, was Cousin Faith. Yeah.
Girl, I'm going to have to rewatch the goddamn movie again.
Because you know
Man,
what? Soul
she
Food.
looked it older.
In which one?
Temptation.
Yeah.
To me.
She just looked like a different person. She did that. She's a good actor. I mean, actress. But now what I was going to say, I think Soul Food came out in 96, right? Soul Food came out in 97. I think Soul Food came out in 97, and then the Temptations the Temptations movie came out in 98. But, you know, they do filming like a year earlier stuff, a few months early. So
Okay, Soul Food was released September 26, 1997, so it's probably the year prior, 96. Let me see for Temptation.
she was totally, I mean, of course she was two totally different people, but you'd be like, oh, that's whatchamacallit. Like,
Girl, I could not tell that was her.
I couldn't either. She did that.
Let me see.
Well, they did
let me
that. The casting company
see.
did that. Everybody did that.
It was released in 98.
Okay.
So she did Soul Food before
Yeah.
Temptation.
And speaking on Soul Food, just quickly, I just want to let y'all know that Terry was not the real villain. Her family was. Drops mic.
period drops mic 2 period.
Because how y'all expect her to pay for every goddamn thing?
Because she got money. What did she do again?
She was a lawyer.
She was a lawyer.
She
Y'all
paid.
broke asses. I was. Can you ask your sister how you a grown ass man? You want to be a man so goddamn bad. You were born a man, but I'm just saying you're a man and you talking about some. Ask your sister for money if that was even a line in the movie because I can't remember because it's been a minute, but I'm just saying.
And you know what's crazy, sis? It's like when you're the person, like, I guess technically the person, the family member that made it, people always expect a handout. Like, I mean, yeah, you do for your family as you please, but some people just always expect you to handle it. So, like, she had to pay for her sister's wedding. She paid for her sister's wedding. She paid for her sister's shop, her salon. What else did she pay for? They just always expected Terry to pay for everything and foot the bill. And then for y'all to say, oh, and then your sister stole your man in high school.
That was fucked up.
Like, you knew. Like, she had to go on the date.
Walking in the goddamn Chicago snow.
With her books.
Where's Soul Food on? Is it on Tubi?
You know what? I think it might be.
Because I'm going to watch Soul Food tonight.
That's crazy, though. Like, you walking home from school, you see your boyfriend car. You wipe the windows, and you see your sister. What would you do?
Beat your motherfucking ass.
Period.
Because even if I liked it men like that, I would not date my sister, boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, anything. If you had anything to do with dealing with my sister, I don't care if y'all never did anything. If y'all just kiss, I'm not finna go that route with you. Yeah, I'm just not finna do that.
That's some weird ass shit.
That's just a code. You don't do that.
You don't. And I know people who have done that. It's crazy. But yeah, you know, I don't know if we're talking about the same person, but yep. But yeah, all right, we're gonna go into. You got anything else to say about back in the day? I feel like we missed a lot of parts, but I'm sorry, y'all. We're gonna get into Girl Did You Hear About?
Girl, did you hear about?
Let me pull up mine.
Hear about?
I don't know if
Girl,
you got yours
did
ready.
You hear
so if you got yours ready, you can start.
Did you hear about? Girl, did you hear about? Did you hear? I don't. You can go. I don't have a girl. Did you hear about? I don't know if I have a girl. Did you hear about? Hold on. Let me.
You don't have a girl. Did you hear about? I thought you said you did.
I thought. Oh. No.
Okay, y'all. My Girl Did You Hear About is about a Louisiana couple arrested and charged with attempted murder of a teen. So it says a Louisiana couple was arrested in connection with an attempted murder investigation of a 15-year-old girl, which came to light during a traffic-related incident. This happened in Baytown, Texas. The sheriff has confirmed that 40-year-old LaTanya Ann Harris and 41-year-old Terrence Washington were taken into custody for a series of violent charges related to the case. It says on April 21st, they received information about a 15-year-old victim found badly burned and shot multiple times following a traffic crash in Baytown, Texas on April 20th around 11 p.m. It said the initial report came from the local Department of Child Family Services, which alerted SVU detectives, leading to collaboration with the Baytown Police Department. Baytown authorities revealed the victim suffered severe injuries from her mother and her mother's boyfriend. Her mother was Harris, her mother's boyfriend, Washington. The Baytown Police Department confirmed both Harris and Washington, along with a minor child, were taken into custody in connection with the incident and the discovery of the 15-year-old victim. According to investigators, they received complaints about a vehicle driving recklessly on I-10 East, which then crashed on a service road. Officers say they found Washington in the driver's seat holding a firearm, and he was taken into custody. Oh, my God. The victim was immediately hospitalized due to her severe injuries, along with Harris, who was injured in the crash. Medical examination revealed extensive and gruesome burns to the 15-year-old's upper body, as well as gunshot wounds to her chest and face, described by an investigator as among the worst they had seen. During an interview with Washington, the Baytown Police Department reported he confessed to shooting the victim during disturbance at their, I don't want to mess up this name, the city name, in Louisiana residence, and admitted sexually abusing the young girl over several months. He also stated Harris, who was her mother, burned the victim in February of 2024 and was treating her at home. After she was shot, they left for Texas. In a horrifically detailed interview with the minor child, they told authorities during Mardi Gras season they woke up and saw the 15-year-old on fire and Harris standing over their bed with a bottle of rubbing alcohol and a lighter. Investigators also learned the victim was shot 2 separate times within the home and was left untreated while they drove to Texas. After searching the family residence, officials found evidence confirming a weapon had been fired inside the home, along with blood evidence and the smell of infection and decomposition. According to Washington, Harris burned the 15-year-old after learning about the sexual abuse and blaming the victim. Harris, released from a Texas hospital on May 9th, was arrested upon her return to the parish and charged with attempted first-degree murder, second-degree cruelty to a juvenile, and domestic abuse, battery, child endangerment. Harris was taken to Terrebonne, hopefully I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, Parish Criminal Justice Complex, and has a $1 million bond. Washington faces numerous charges, including 2 counts of attempted first-degree murder, second-degree cruelty to a juvenile, obstruction of justice, molestation of a juvenile, 3 counts of indecent behavior with a juvenile, and 5 counts of second-degree rape. Washington will be taken into custody of the Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office, but he remains at the Harris County Detention Center on charges connected to crime in Texas. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me. The severe abuse and torture of a 15-year-old girl by members of her own family is a horrific act that has shaken us all, Baytown Police Chief John Stringer stated. Our officers and detectives' swift and decisive action in the case highlights their resolve to keep Baytown safe for everyone. The level of care, compassion, and professionalism demonstrated at all levels has been extraordinary. So, yeah, that's my girl did you hear about. And also, she had 3rd and 4th degree burns. I didn't know you could get 4th degree burns. I thought it stopped at 3rd degree. So her own mom and her mom's boyfriend was torturing her, basically.
Why? Like, people are so evil, bro. If you don't want kids, don't have kids. Or if you just overwhelmed, do what that lady did and take them to CPS.
It's a sad situation, but at least she didn't hurt them, and the babies are still alive. I don't agree with what she did, but she took the right step versus taking them and dropping them off somewhere or, doing some harm to them. But back to this situation. And another thing, your boyfriend messed with your daughter, raped her, molested her, and you burned you decide to burn your daughter versus, like, it's horrible. That baby's going to be traumatized. I pray for her. I pray for the other sibling that was in the house and saw that, like, shot her, left her with those wounds. Like, oh my God, if that accident wouldn't have happened, who knows what happened to that baby?
Did they say how they got into the accident? The guy was just driving crazy.
Yeah, he was driving crazy. I guess because I think they had just shot her or whatever, and that's when they took off or whatever. So they was like on the road trying to get away from.
So how is the baby doing? How the 15?
I don't know. I think she's gonna make it, but I don't know. Her body's probably. I think 30% of her body was burnt and all types of things. But yeah, that's my girl that you hear about. I'm sorry, it was a sad one. Prayers to the baby, the 15-year-old. I pray that life gets better for you and God blesses you.
We're praying for you, baby. I don't have a girl did you hear about. I thought I had a girl did you hear about.
A girl.
But I guess I don't have a girl did you hear about.
Nah, you acting
I
like
am
me.
so unprepared,
She
y'all.
really is,
I'm
y'all.
sorry.
I'm sorry if this episode is boring.
I'm trying to liven it up, y'all.
Oh, what's your song of the week? You got a song of the week?
I never accept, baby. I done no wrong. I can be good for you. Tommy, and his name Tommy, $1 Million Baby. I don't know his last name. $1 Million Baby. Yeah, I be all on TikTok.
That song got crack in it.
It do got crack.
I said the C word. My bad, y'all. My bad. It got that coca-lina in it.
My mic went on. It got booger sugar in it. That's my song. What's your song of the week, sis?
Girl, this is my song. Do you love me? And do you wanna love me like that? Like that? And do you want me? And do you wanna want me like that? My song of the week is Layla Like That. I think that's how you say her name, Layla.
Oh, you talking about? Do you want me?
You like the remix?
Is it slower?
I'll play it for you.
Oh, okay. It's slower than the one that be on TikTok. The one on TikTok be faster.
Yeah, the one on TikTok is faster.
Oh, okay. That's.
I didn't know it was an actual song.
It so slow.
I didn't know it was an actual song. I thought somebody had took something or whatever. But yeah, she produced that at 17 in her bedroom and did it. But yeah, and you know she also did that song, Baby, Baby, Make Me, Baby.
Girl, I do not know that damn song.
Are you serious? I thought you knew that song. That's why I sung it to you, girl. You don't know that song?
Girl, sing it again.
Oh, baby, baby, make me.
I just know. Do you want me?
I have to go on her TikTok. You don't even know how the real version of that sound. Okay. Well, anyway, my sip on this. You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go
Since
first.
You didn't have a girl did you hear about?
Oh my God, girl, it's been a long week, girl. I'm sorry. So my sip on this is something that I saw on TikTok. Basically, was saying like it's called like unspoken rules in our relationship. So it's like it's this couple. They look young. I say like early 20s, black couple. They have unspoken rules in their relationship. So I'm just gonna read some of them off, and I just wanted your opinion, sis, on what they do. I mean, yeah, what they do in their relationship works for them. We're just on the outside looking in.
Right.
But I just want to see what you think. So the first one was she said she has to show him her outfit every day before she go out, and basically if he don't approve, she can't wear it or whatever. And then they share each other's iCloud. Like, that's a lot. So he see all her messages and she sees all of his messages, phone calls, everything. And then the next one is they share each other's locations. They have 360 Life. They share their iPhone, like Find My iPhone. Mm-hmm. Oh, and they Snapchat, the Snapchat location. So they both do. And every night they check each other's phones for the day. So whoever called, like they can't delete nothing. So every night before they go to bed, they check each other's phone. Did you want to elaborate right quick, or
you keep going because I got some shit to say?
Okay. So they do that, and then I'm sorry, it's playing as we go. So they don't miss a night. Oh, and then the next one is they are not allowed to be on social media past 7 p.m. Either one of them. And I'm sorry because the video playing or whatever. Yeah, so when 7 p.m. come, phones off, they off social media, no excuse. And they also in the bed by 10 p.m. So they make sure they in the bed by 10 p.m. at night. And I can agree with that.
I'm sorry, I know you trying to finish, but I fucks with that 10 p.m. because baby, Auntie be tired. Well, mommy be tired because I'm a mommy. I fucks with that 10 p.m. Y'all
period, baby. I can do the 10 p.m.
Y'all did y'all big one on that 10 p.m. I can do,
baby. I try to get in the bed by 10 p.m. And what was the next one? Oh, so it's like, okay, they have each other's passwords to everything. It don't matter if it's the Pizza Hut app. They got each other's password for that, for everything. Any social media, any TV app show think of, any app you can think of, they got the password. Oh, and then anytime that the guy is about to leave the house, he has to calculate his mileage. So, like, say he finna go 10 miles. He has to tell her exactly what time the GPS says he's going to pull up. And the same when it's time for him to come back. It don't matter if he's going to see his mama, sister, brother. He could just be going to the convenience store he has to calculate the miles. And he was like, that's just something that they do, and that's what works for them. So, and they made a part 2, but I just read you part 1. So, what do you think about that?
Girl, I think about a lot with that. Now, I will say, I I I I mess with that 10 p.m. because baby, I wish I could get into bed at 10 p.m.
True.
And I also like the location stuff.
Yeah,
That's safety
because
reasons.
people crazy.
But a lot of that stuff, I feel like that's like an invasion of privacy. Like, why do you need to be getting all of my messages? Why the calculating the mileage? Like, come on now. Why are y'all doing that if you don't trust the person? Like, at the end of the day, a relationship is all about trust. So I'm not about to be doing all of that. What else did you say? You said the iCloud information, so they're gonna get, like, if you text me, he's gonna get her sister's messages. Like, you don't need to be reading my. That's privacy. Like,
yeah, if she puts something on and he don't like it, not just saying that it's revealing, but if he don't like it, but I'm assuming revealing. If he don't like something, she has to change it.
Yeah, all of that is. Yeah. That's not good. Insecurity, trust issues, and trying to have, like, power over each other. Like, yeah, I know you're saying y'all both, at the end of the day, somebody's tired of it. Somebody is. Or, like, I don't like that. But, hey, if it works for them, more power to you. But that's a lot of work to be trying to do stuff like, do that. Like, that's too much.
Like you said, I can understand the location because there's crazy people out here like, hey, babe, share me your location for safety, and then the 10 p.m. But if you get to talking about some, okay, now I can see if you say, babe, I don't like that outfit because it don't match. Now that's different.
Right. Now that makes sense. But just because you don't like it and I like it, not saying it's revealing, but just saying, like, oh, I got like a purple polka dot shirt and you don't like purple polka dots. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, you know.
But I can see if I'm finna go somewhere half-ass naked, then okay. Yeah.
Right.
But if I like it, I'm gonna wear it. You're not finna tell me what I can and can't wear, and you not finna look in my phone because I pay my phone bill, bookie.
Exactly. Like,
you're not finna get all my messages. None of that. Ain't finna be no. Oh, it's 7:00. We gotta get off social media. If I wanna be in the bed at 7:00 on TikTok, I'm gonna be in the bed
until 10:00.
Because
they say they go to bed at 10. Like, what if I'm not tired and I just want to scroll? Like, how can you limit? I mean, I get it because, yeah, you need limitations on certain things. Like, some people be like, oh, I'm doing a Facebook detox. I get it. But that switching phones to look, what are you looking for? That's too much.
Girl, them people said every time they come home, even though they already getting each other's messages and stuff all day, they still need to physically swap phones and go through.
That's too much. Either somebody done cheated before and they trying to validate the person and make up for it by doing that.
Like, I remember I was with Freaky T.
Freaky T.
I was with Freaky T and she was like, why do you have a lock code on your phone? And I was just like, because I wanted a lock code. But I think what it really was, it was like, you know, people's phones would get stolen. And if you don't have a lock code or a passcode on your phone, like, people can
see everything. And baby, mommy got some pictures and videos that don't need to see the light of day.
So, I mean, that's why I had the lock code. So she felt some type of way behind that. I'm like, girl, this is my phone. I pay the phone bill. I'm not doing it. If you can't trust me, then you don't need to be with me.
Too, like, I ain't about to go back and forth. We ain't switching our phones. I ain't checking phones. Because, baby, when you check that phone, you will, what they say, when you seek, you will find. And you'll lose about 20 pounds.
Baby, y'all going to be in the corner on the wall, sliding down, crying.
I've never looked through a significant other's phone. Have you?
I have, and I was in the corner on the wall. Sliding down the wall, crying.
No, so, yeah. I'm surprised I've never done that. I'm proud of myself.
Don't do it. I tried to get into Freaky T phone, but I couldn't remember her passcode because she told me, but she changed it.
I mean, I care, but I don't care that much to be doing all of that. I'm sorry, because if you're going to cheat, you're just going to cheat. I'll find out about it eventually, or maybe I won't.
Yeah, I just knew Freaky T was cheating. Yep, sure did.
Freaky T, this girl had posted something on X. Girl, So she was like, dropped my boyfriend off at the airport to go to Mexico with a few friends, men and women, today. Why, when leaving this morning, my boyfriend asked me, did I feel comfortable with him bringing condoms because his male friend asked. That shit seems so effing off to me. Please help. So basically, y'all, her boyfriend, she dropped her boyfriend off at the airport for like a little trip with guys and girls. She wasn't going. And her boyfriend asked her if it was okay if he could bring some condoms for one of his other friends. So she was like, the trip has been booked for months. And of all people, he asked you to do that. And she was like, I'm really trying to see, am I tripping or not? So she's asking everybody's opinion on it or whatever. Girl, so she texted him. Hold on. She was like, he asked her once and he did not, and she didn't act up about it. She just said okay. But the more she thought about it, it just didn't make, it made her skin crawl, and she couldn't, because you can't control nobody. And she was like, maybe she was relaxed in initial response. So she had got a text, and she was like, she texted him. She kind of cut off most of it, but she was like, he knew this trip, talking about the friend, because her boyfriend is saying he's getting the condoms for the friend. She was like, he knew this trip was coming up, just like you. And last time I checked, you can buy them in Mexico. If you're going to do something, you better make sure it is worth it. I don't know what she said because she got that blocked out. I think she called him the B word. I don't like the sneaky vibes at all. So her boyfriend texted her, and he was like, I text her back, and he was like, I asked you multiple times for a reason so that it wouldn't be a problem, Janice. Why did you wait again until we were separated to do this? So I guess he's gone on a trip now. She was like, obviously he could just buy them, but that's why he asked beforehand if I had any, so he wouldn't have to spend unnecessary money. Nothing sneaky, which is why I looked you in your eyes and asked if you were comfortable with this multiple times. I'm not on any type of sneaky ish. I hate that you would think that, which is why I tried responsibly communicating with you about the situation. I apologize for putting myself in a position that makes you question my actions. I thought I made the correct decision by speaking with you about it, but next time I would just make sure to do better with not making you question my actions and keeping myself out of that position. I love you, and I hope you have a great Friday with work and just overall. So what do you think about it? Do you think she's overreacting, or you feel like that's a crazy thing to ask your girlfriend?
He cheating. He finna go sleep with one of them girls on that trip.
Somebody just commented that on the post. She turned the comments off. It took me a while to find it again.
Yeah, he cheating. He just said that like because, girl, you done got me discombobulated over here.
I feel like he's trying to manipulate her.
Yeah, he's trying to manipulate you, manipulate you.
Period.
Like I don't know. I guess she said or somebody said, why the friend knew months in advance. Why he didn't have no condoms already packed? Why is he asking another grown ass man to buy condoms? Are you that insecure about going into the store, Walmart, whatever, and buying condoms?
Period.
Buy condoms. I would have told him, no, I'm not finna buy no condoms because me and my girl don't use condoms.
Period. Because I'm assuming she didn't say that in the post, but I'm assuming they don't use condoms. So for you to, that's crazy. I feel like he's manipulating her too.
So since you're not going, it's free game. They in Mexico and he's fucking somebody.
But then again, why would he make it known that he's cheating by asking her that? So I don't know why he even felt the need to ask her that if she wasn't gonna find out about it.
Oh, bless you, nephew. Bless you. Did you sneeze right into the mic? He sneezed like that shit.
That got my skin crawling too. I'm like,
he's stupid.
Basically what I'm asking, sis, is like, why would he put himself out there to make it known that he's gonna do something?
Power, control. To say like, hey, look, I'm buying these, making up stuff to say, hey, I'm buying these condoms for a friend when really they for him. Mm-hmm. To basically just to let her know like, yeah, I'm finna go on this trip and I'm finna mess around. You either gonna stay or leave. What you gonna do? That's what I think. Control.
Because you see how he came back with that Like, yeah, I want you to be okay, baby. Like, that's why I asked you, but you know it ain't. That's a lot. Oof. But yeah, y'all, that's my sip on this. So we think he full of shit. All right, y'all. That's concluding today's episode.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
See you guys next week.
Next week, y'all, it's gonna be bigger and better.
Have a good one. Bye.